Hello there, guys, and welcome to another Graviteam Tactics battle as the Angolan People's Army. We actually have an interesting battle here today, specifically because we are going to have some Cuban tank support, actually tank destroyer support. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. I'm not actually sure if we get to control these tanks, but it would be pretty cool if we did. Nonetheless, we've got that Cuban tank support, or anti-tank support here, as you can see. Pretty awesome. This thing is made to destroy enemy vehicles. So there we go. We definitely can't control it, but I'm hoping that it's going to be able to go ahead and help us tremendously in this battle. I've set my guys up all over the place, to be honest with you. And one thing I wasn't happy about was that I had a supply line, or supply truck back here. I didn't know what to do with it. So what I did was I dropped it over here behind the Cuban anti-tanks, thinking that that would be kind of a pretty cool bit of bait for the enemy to come out and try to grab. So I'm going to go ahead and leave them there. I also put a lot of infantry support over here, but this was already dug in previously. As you can see, Gumbe, you guys remember him, but this is a different Gumbe, I believe. I don't think it's the same one. It might be. We've got Alegre over here, and as you guys can see, we already see a little, if I can get to it in time, little flare was shot off in the air right over here, which means that this is where the enemy assault is probably coming from. So we want to watch this area very carefully. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get back to you when there are some battle updates. For now, we're going to just sit back and wait. I'll probably go ahead and send one of these units up to help if I get engaged in combat, but for now, it's just a waiting game. Okay, guys, we already have an enemy unit spotted over here. If you guys can see, there's an enemy APC moving towards us, and I'm really hoping that our Cuban buddies here can go ahead and spot him and take him out. They have all the necessary weapons to do so, but whether or not they're going to, I don't know. It's really up to them. We can see Navas is sort of just hanging out here. It doesn't look like he's making any effort to turn towards the enemy, and I don't know if that's going to mean bad things for us in the future in this battle, or if that's just kind of how this works initially. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Oh, that wasn't just Navas. That's actually our infantry. Look at that. Hitting the side here. Come on, Navas. You got to help here, buddy. All right, so now with their actual... Yeah, it's totally stopped here. I'm still waiting for those anti-tank rounds from our Cuban allies, but nothing so far. Absolutely nothing. In fact, all we got was a nasty shot from the Cuban... or excuse me, from the the enemy here. A really nasty shot, and I think that just utterly destroyed, yeah, it totally destroyed this Cuban vehicle here, which really sucks. Still happen to be hitting this thing pretty hard, but it's not doing anything really. And there we go, finally! The Cubans come in at the perfect time. Anti-tank shot hit this thing for sure. I don't know if it destroyed it, but you guys saw that thing make impact, make contact. There again, it made contact. I mean, this APC is being hit from all sides. They have the doors open, so the guys inside are taking shots too. We just need to keep up the pressure. Boom! There we go again. That's an enemy APC down, and look at that. The drivers are trying to escape, but our withering machine gun fire is not going to allow that to occur. We're going to make sure that the enemy pays for their transgressions crossing into Angola like this. What were they possibly thinking? Oh, look at that. Oh, I love seeing the driver and his buddies try to get into safety. Oh, man, we have got these guys covered so bad it's not even funny. Look at that. We've got more enemies over here, though, and that's what I'm really worried about. I'm hoping that our Cuban allies over here can do their best to keep doing as much damage as possible here to the enemy APCs approaching. And I don't know if it's going to be enough, but we need to try. We need to try. Let's go over here. Looks like we're still firing over here, really trying to make sure that that crew is dead and can never return. What I'm more concerned about are these APCs, which there's really nothing we can do about. We need to trust our Cuban friends here to go ahead and take care of them. And right now, I gotta say, I don't 100% trust them. You can see right here, Libano is sort of just waiting for the enemy. Looks like, there we go, another hit. Is that another hit? It very well might be. Yes! Beautiful, guys. So this thing actually, this is a fuel leak. Look at this. It's on fire. It's leaking fuel. Totally out of action, though, and that's what we wanted. So we're just going to stay in place. These Cubans may save us, or they may be the unfortunate recipients of the first defeat for the Cubans in this particular war. Because I don't know if they can take on all of those enemy APCs. And it looks like Esteban doesn't even have a vehicle. He's just kind of hanging out, just being Esteban-y and stuff, doing things that Esteban does. But there we go. It looks like Libano is still alive, which is amazing. He's still firing off shots, but the shots seem to miss pretty frequently. There we go. Come on, Libano. And It sucks that I can't control him, but as you know, these guys are our allies. There we go. That's a hit. That's a definite hit right there, guys. Looks like he's really trying to hit this other enemy APC over here. Boom! Oh, nice. Beautiful direct hit on the side. I mean, you've got to love the Cubans right now. They are just... They're really putting a smile on my face. And anybody getting out of those trucks is just getting pounded, as you guys can see. Another hit by my Cuban allies. I love these anti-tank guns, and I love my Cuban allies. I mean, look at that. That's just awesome. At this point, our men are just basically firing at all of the guys getting out of these vehicles. You guys can see here, these are infantry, Mora, a few others that basically just know that they have to keep shooting to really harm the enemy here. We've even got some Cuban infantry here that I guess are supporting their own APCs that are assisting in this fight. And that's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Really great job there by just about everybody. I think we got one more vehicle over here, but it seems to be stopped. I'm going to go ahead. Yep, there we go. We got a hit on it. We got a hit on it. At this point, these guys are pretty screwed, but it's still actually moving. And these South African vehicles are beautiful, but if we can stop it, that would be a really, really good thing. Make sure we're not getting any more contact from anywhere else on the map. Oh, wow, we are. Okay, guys, so as you can see over here, we've got some contact with some South African vehicles. I'm going to go ahead and try to set everybody into ambush mode. Might be too late for that, but there's really very little we can do to harm these guys in terms of what we have in these units. It's going to be very hard. We're going to go back to the main battlefield over here. Boom! Another hit on an enemy vehicle. Boom! Another hit! That one sort of just bounced off there. I know you guys saw that. But hey, if we can keep these Cubans alive, that's perfect. Alright, it looks like they are disembarking. That's probably why our men are firing so vehemently over here. And this is some South African troops. You guys take a look at them. Look at all the tracer rounds coming towards them at this time. Let's go ahead and see if Shara and Nanda can spot these guys. Beautiful, just beautiful. Let's go over here and see what's going on. So once again, over here in Goombe's division, there's really not much that can be done. I guess we're trying to damage these vehicles with just bullets. And I'm not sure, maybe if we're shooting at the side of the vehicle, we may actually be able to do some damage here, but I doubt it. Let's go ahead and set targets anyway and see if we can't do some damage at least to these invading enemy forces. Let's go up here. Oh, man. They keep shooting! They keep shooting! I love these Cubans. I love this. Look at that. They're still shooting at the infantry disembarking from all of these vehicles. They're just not letting up. We really need these Cubans all along the field. They're going to really help us win this battle. That's pretty awesome there. Boom, another shot by Labano. Probably trying to hit that APC once again. I don't blame him, and he's doing a great job. I love how quickly those things fire, and there we go. Another APC down. For sure, boom! We just got the kill shot on cam. That was awesome. I mean, this is an APC graveyard right here. The South Africans are not going to be happy because we've just basically wiped out their ability to use armor in this battle so far. I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we can do much about these guys over here, these APCs over here, except keep shooting at them with our infantry units, and that's probably not going to accomplish anything. But if by some miracle, oh, there we go. I think our guy just saw him. If some miracle our Cuban friends spot these guys, they may be able to help us big time. And I can see already some explosions happening over here. This very well might be our men, our Cuban friends trying to help. And unfortunately, you can see what happens to infantry being attacked by an APC. These guys are on fire. These are our guys right now. And they're not in the best position at all. Let's take a look over here. Oh, look at that. An old tank from an old battle. It's definitely one of ours, too. Alright, let's get back here. I don't like to see all these guys go down. And I want to make sure that these APCs are hopefully pointed at the right direction. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they are, but they are basically wiping out anything in this kill zone right here. I would just call this a massive kill zone. I think one thing we can do, this might be really risky, but if we can pull back and position ourselves over here in this wreckage, we'll at least give our APCs, you know, some targets. But I think that's going to take... It would be too far to run, and we wouldn't get there. I mean, we'd be mown down before we even got there. Then again, we do need to do something drastic. That's a hit! That's a definite hit! You guys see that? That is an RPG hit. One of our guys definitely got an RPG hit on this vehicle. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he did much damage, but that's definitely a start. Boom! Oh, that's definitely another hit. At this point, I really hope these guys could just be brave for a little longer, set targets on this unit, and try to wipe them out. Try to wipe out at least one of these APCs over here. Come on, guys. That South African APC is just hunting, just waiting for guys to shoot at. Come on, shoot, men, shoot, shoot. Need some RPGs on this target right now. All right, looks like the enemy APC is turning away. Sure enough, it is. I don't like that. I don't like that. I see 4 more enemy APCs that we could be destroying right now if we had control over those tank destroyers. But right now, we don't. Come on, guys. Somebody has to have an RPG. Oh, no. What the heck? Set targets. Come on, man. I think we must have done something to this truck because it hasn't fired at all. Again, I may be wrong, but I feel like we did some damage with that one RPG hit. It probably maybe took out the gunner or something like that. I definitely feel like we did something. All right, here we go. We've got some enemy infantry moving up, too. If you guys saw that guy in the middle there. And why shouldn't they? I mean, at this point, they sort of have every reason to be attacking with infantry. Try to take these positions from us. Boom. You can just see those rounds bounce off. They're so ineffective against a vehicle like this. Go ahead and try to set targets of the leg, but I doubt he can do much. Looks like that APC's going off into the bush. Let's take a look and see what's happening over here, back at the main battlefield. Looks like we still got a few of enemy troops sort of hanging around here, those little blue dots. It wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and try to take them out. But I'd really rather this APC focus on something more important. Come on, guys. Why must you be so great but unable to take a look over there at that side of the battlefield? That's what I want to know. Oh, wow. Actually, South Africans are firing back at us. I wouldn't recommend that, but okay. There we go. Look at that. Our men are firing those tracers out as quickly as possible. There we go. Oh, nice! That's definitely a hit by one of our tank destroyers. Did it actually kill this guy? Let me take a look. No, but he looks like he's knocked unconscious. It's still firing. I wish it would fire over there a little farther, but you can't have your cake and eat it too, apparently. Boom. Esteban is still firing. Look at that. Oh, man. And that's actually the Cuban infantry as well as the APC here. Like, this Cuban infantryman has been firing away like crazy. Alright, let's see what we want to do here. So at this point, I'd actually like to move one of these units up to take this sector. Chara's probably a good bet. Let's go ahead and start moving him up, and we'll move Mora up as well. Actually, we'll keep Mora as just a covering fire guy. Look at that. Another South African down. These Cubans are amazing. These Cubans have single-handedly wiped out this entire APC battalion. It's just finished. There's no coming back for these guys. There's no fixing these vehicles. They're done, and that's awesome. But, again, these guys over here are being sacrificed for us to have such a great victory. And there we go. The enemy's actually directly in our trenches here. This is usually the last chance to go ahead and destroy a vehicle if you are infantry, because sometimes your men can fire grenades, things like that, anti-tank grenades. Sometimes they have one final RPG that they can throw out there, but things aren't looking good for our men in this one. Not at all. Come on, keep firing, keep firing. There we go. Oh, man, that APC is just absolutely wiping our guys out. So I'm going to go ahead and take these guys and run this way. Again, maybe not the greatest idea, but I want the enemy to chase me if at all possible. And we know we're going to get killed in this sector anyway, so we may as well get the hell out of here. Set target. And, wow, did you see that? Is that like a little mortar? Oh, it must have been a smoke bomb. Oh, I see. All right, let's get back to the main battle here. Looks like we're still having a lot of contact in this sector. A lot of South African infantrymen that have refused to be shot at, or killed, I should say, are continuing their assault in this sector over here. So we need to be careful. And actually, they made Chara fall back. So nothing to scoff at. I think I sort of underestimated them a bit. Let's see what's going on over here. Zuela. All right, fire continues. Really withering fire here to our foe. I love this. I just love it. That you guys got wasted. All right, let's see if anything's happened up here. I don't think so. Luckily, these men are continuing their retreat, of course, trying to get them back over there where the main fight is taking place and lure the rest of these APCs over there. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, but we need to try something because this is just madness. We can't just let our guys get wiped out, so we need to try something new. And actually, is that an enemy APC right on top of us? It is. It is an enemy APC right on top of us. I wish there was something we could do here, but it looks like he's actually trying to crush our guys. It does look at least like the enemy APC stuck. I'm going to assault it and see if that does anything, but I don't think it will. I don't even think we have any anti-tank weapons. Yeah, we don't. We've got one RPG, but I don't know how to select specifically the RPG to fire. Go ahead and click attack. A ceasefire! So as you guys could probably guess, the enemy is asking for a ceasefire. And this may actually be in our own best interest as well, because right now we've got these guys that are trying to run away, and we really don't want to get into another... Oh! That guy just got wasted by one of our Cuban APCs. We really don't want to get into a long, drawn-out fight like last time. We've got a lot of kills. You know, right now, we're in a pretty good position. I don't know if we're going to get victory because the enemy's taken a lot of actual points here, but we most certainly will get a Pyrrhic victory against the enemy. I mean, the enemy will get a Pyrrhic victory if they get a victory at all, because they've lost a lot here. A lot. We just lost a commander, so yet again, one other reason why I want to go ahead and end this battle. We may be able to save Allegra and Manus. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to accept the ceasefire. And 30 seconds, the battle will end. But for the last 30 seconds, I want to make sure that we fire as much as possible to try to kill the rest of these guys over here. And we're definitely going to do a little battlefield tour at the end of this conflict here. This may be my second favorite battle that I've ever done, but I absolutely have to give it to my allies, the Cubans, who were able to make this happen. I mean, just great work by these guys. Just like shooting fish in a barrel. It's amazing. Come on, victory. Draw. All right, hey, I'll take a draw. I'll take a draw. It's pretty great. And look at the amount of kills on both sides. I mean, this was probably our bloodiest battle in this conflict. 45 enemy dead, 34 dead on our side. Obviously, they lost 5 vehicles, which is awesome for us. I'm going to go ahead and take just a look at what they had here, guys. I'd like to get rid of these squares for you guys. And you can see they still had a sort of a line of infantry. But first, let's go ahead and do the old tour. This thing, wow, it got hit twice. Look at that. So that's how quickly that that anti-tank APC that we have reloads. 3 times, in fact. 2 hits here, 1 hit here. Obviously, the driver's totally finished. Everybody inside died. 11 deaths. So that was a perfect hit. Let's go take a look over here. This APC also was hit pretty nasty. 1 hit in the wheel. It looks like 1 hit may have penetrated the top here. So I'd expect some people to be alive, and sure enough, they got about 4 guys still alive. 5 are killed in action or heavily wounded. We've got all of these guys too. Look at this. There's 3 of them just really, really close by. And I think of all of them, my favorite one was probably the first one we got. That's when I really had some hope that this battle was going to go well. But before we do that, just look how badly this one got hit. This one got hit by a PG-15. I think that's an anti-tank rifle. You guys could actually see the PG-15 put a hole down here. That's awesome. And it hit the fuel. So that may have been what blew it up. We also have these huge hits by our 424.6 millimeter, is that what it is? Cannons from our APC that wasted these guys. But let's go take a look at my favorite one, and that's the one that got closest to our lines. This thing, we were expecting this to continue to harass us, but sure enough, we got very lucky. And actually, it looks like the first round went through the door paneling inside, killing just about everybody. In fact, killing everybody. 10, yeah, totally destroyed, of course. The driver's still in there. Being totally barbecued, unfortunately for him. And look at this. All the guys that came out of here, we wasted. We shot them immediately. This must have been revenge for the last battle. And I just want to see what else the enemy had in this sector. Let's take a look. They had a small line of infantry still, and these may not even be just infantry. These may be crews trying to escape. Let's take a look. No, they are infantry. They're definitely infantry, but obviously they weren't going anywhere near our APC units, and with good reason. Anyway, guys, I especially like this battle. I hope you did too. Make sure to leave a comment down below, like if you haven't already, subscribe if you haven't already, and have an awesome day.